Shalom, 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 family. Thank you so much for joining us for the Evangelist Corner. And we're a little bit late this week because you know what? We got caught up in getting ready for the week, getting going, because on Yom Rishon, Yom Ahad, we get going, we get the things get moving, and next thing you know, we're like, oh man, I got to go take care of this, and I got to go help my brother with that. And I had to interrupt. My brother David was busy, but I said, hey, we got to do the Evangelist Corner. Come on, buddy. We got to do this. We got to encourage the people. And so we had to stop what we're doing. And that is actually something we want to talk about today, because how many know that evangelism is not something that happens in a crusade? Isn't that right, David?
That's absolutely correct. It's all what we would say off the cuff, but it's off the ruach.
Thank you so much for joining us, you handsome man. Look at him. Come on, everybody. You know my cousin's handsome. And you're absolutely right. And it does not come together in the way that people typically think. I think people have a Billy Graham kind of mentality about evangelism. David, I think they expect there to be some kind of big moment where everybody go, all right, everybody, did you fill out your card? Did you go forward? It doesn't work that way, does it?
No, real evangelism does not work that way. It's really all about relationship, and it's all about taking time with that person and getting to know that person and getting to, and through that process, the ruach starts to move and say, okay, now I want you to hit on this point, hit on this point, hit on this one. Leave that one alone. Don't mess with that one. Okay, but do this, do this, do this. Yes.
Oh, that's good. And that's so true, because you know what? It's like inviting people to a party, right?
That's right.
When you're inviting people to a party, do you just go out in the street and just start inviting people?
No.
Do you go out and just say, hey, everybody, I'm having a dinner party. We're going to be spending a lot of money. like $40-$50 a plate. Anybody want to come? Just start willy-nilly. Does anybody do that? I don't know anybody that does that. Okay.
Well, I do, but I'm not going to say who.
I was going to say it. I'm a generous guy, and I only know people that are feeding the poor do that. Only it's rare. Most of the time, if you're inviting people to a feast or what have you, inviting people to something, you're going to take a little time to get to know them, right?
Absolutely.
And so my point in that is saying, if you would do that, just invite people to your dinner, how much more so to invite people into the kingdom?
Yes.
And into a fellowship where there's going to be a lot of cross obligations created, aren't there, David?
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
What did they interrupt me doing, David?
Creating.
Yeah, right? Things for the remnant, things for other people, right? So that's for those people. So you're coming into existing work, aren't you? You're coming into things that already are there. And now you're going to be a participant in that. Yes. Isn't that what evangelism is? Evangelism isn't get saved, start something on your own.
No.
Come on, somebody.
No, it's called bringing them right into teamwork, because that's what makes the dream work, so to speak.
We say that a lot. We do. Yeah. We say that a lot. And we believe it, and we see the effect. That's why we say it, because we see the effect when we work together. Everything comes together differently than as opposed to when you see people, basically competing, but maybe not directly competing with each other, just competing in the sense of, well, I'm going to do better than you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use a technique. I'm not going to tell you my technique, but I'm going to, like, it's a boxcar race, and everybody remember those?
I do. The soapbox derby. I do remember those.
Remember those? We should just have soapbox races so you can get your competition on, get it over with, and then we can collaborate. No, seriously, everybody should come to a meeting with your boxcar and give the award to the guy with the flames on his, all right? Because his went fastest and he won.
Yes.
Everybody hand clap. Be proud of the guy or the gal. Could have been anybody, or the kid. Doesn't matter. Whoever wins, hand clap. You did it. Now can we get to work?
That's correct.
That's how I feel at the time. It's almost like, can we be done competing so we can collaborate now? Okay. Who wants to win? Oh, you need to win? Okay. You win, Tom.
You're a winner. Winner, chicken dinner.
You're the winner, Tom. You're the one, Tom. You're the winner, man. Right? And then we can get to work.
Yes, absolutely.
And then we can combine our gifts. And then we can add to the assembly. Something that I want to talk about today that I think is really important is the fact that you are incomplete alone. I know. What a shock. I know.
Shock. I'm my head.
You're speechless right now by the revelation level. Come on, you know you are.
Woo. Help me out here. Get warm in here.
But here's the really cool part. And some of you are trying to make your wife or your husband take care of all this. That's not going to work. Can I just tell you that? You drive that poor person crazy. All right. Trying to be your psychologist, your marketing department, your administrative department. Trying to be your Bible research department. Make sure you don't miss anything. I mean, my goodness, your finance department, you're expert on everything from news to every cultural thing. You're asking a lot. Okay. You're asking a whole lot from a single relationship. And so the romantic concept that your wife or your husband's going to do it all, you're nuts. The poor person's now in prison. My goodness. Set them free. Set them free. Right. You need more people in your life. I said you need more people in your life.
Yes.
There's 12 months a year. I think you should have a friend in every month.
Absolutely.
Then you're well-rounded, right?
Right.
I should ask my winter friends what they think. Then I'll ask my summer friends. And then my fall friends, well, they have a different take on things. And my spring friends, where are they? They're always running around, right? What will happen is you start getting different perspectives. You'll start to see things from different points of view.
Yes.
That are equally or even more valid than yours.
Absolutely.
Imagine that. And then what happens is you actually get smarter. I know.
Stay with us. Let's stay with us.
You might start pulling your pants up and everything.
Yes.
You might actually wear matching clothes. I don't know. Things can get strange. You never know.
Yes.
I don't know about the socks, though. I can't help you with that.
Yes.
The matching socks seems to be a phenomenon that not everybody gets handled. No, but seriously, all joking aside, talking about evangelism and the remnant, one of the biggest challenges that I see is that people understate the importance of being connected. And so many people are jumping on bandwagons. They're getting on social media bandwagons, and they're getting on trends on social media, grabbing group likes and group loves in that sense, but missing the element that makes the difference, which is collaboration.
Yes.
A sincere and authentic partnership that actually solves problems.
Yes.
Oh. Right, so if I say it like that in that context, if I say it like it actually solves problems, economic problems, housing problems, electrical problems, food problems, clothing problems, educational problems, longevity problems, health problems, issues, resolving things for you. Now you've got what we would consider to be fellowship.
Yes. Collaboration. Yes.
Your remedies now became my remedies. Things you know now become things I know. Right. When you find out I have an ailment, you say, oh, you got that? Oh, nattokinase, man, I got you. Okay, come on, man.
Oil of oregano, I got you.
Oil of oregano, right? And I know because we're in this together. What? Oh, you got a problem? Oh, no problem at all. We know how to solve that. Oh, I don't know how to solve that. Let's go ask our resident expert over here who knows all about herbs and spices. Okay.
Hi there. Hi there. I just finished
You know
my,
what I
my
mean?
I do have my diploma, by the way.
We got
for
the feminine
certified.
version, we got the masculine version, we got the group version. Which one would you like to talk to?
Yeah.
We got experts everywhere, right? Why? Because people spent their lives caring, discussing, thinking about things like that. Hey,
Yes.
don't be putting no things on our discussion, man. No videos we don't know about. What's going on here? I hope you're not being shady over there. We have such a great flow going. We don't want to get shady, and I hope it's a good thing. Let's think positive, right?
Let's think positive.
Let's think positive. But seriously, folks,
Positive vibes.
positive vibes.
There you
But
go.
seriously, folks, one of the biggest challenges I see is that people take lightly connectivity and
Sure.
relationship, and as a
Sure.
result, there's no partnership. There's this transience. Now, Cain is a vagabond. David, we were talking about that, weren't we? Come on, David. We were just talking about that.
You will wither up, okay, to nothing, okay, if you're not connected to the vine. What does that mean? Well, the vine is the assembly.
Come on.
It is the group, it is the collaboration, it's the gathering. This is what keeps you alive. This is what breathes extra life into you. By yourself, you will wither up and you will fade away.
Any gospel message that doesn't include he added to the assembly such as should be saved is an incomplete message. It forgets the seventh feast of the seven, right? It forgets the importance of the tabernacling, the Sukkoting, and the last great day, the grand solemn assembly.
Right.
Shalom, Sharon.
Shalom.
And shalom to all of you who are joining us. We love you all.
Yes.
Thank you. Share the link. Tell people to come on over and hang out with us. And so that's the evangelistic message, is that you're getting a family. I don't know.
Yes.
Are people getting this? You're getting a family.
Yes. We also do have to remember. We do have to remember where they're coming out of. So we must. There has to be a certain amount of patience, but on the same token, that doesn't mean we're not going to keep pounding that message.
We got to tell you guys that this Greek thing where you go sit down somewhere like a movie theater, okay? I'm just saying, and they're projecting that this is assembly is fake.
Yes.
I mean, if the 3-step rise wasn't the dead giveaway, right there in the scripture, and he told you what to look for, like he gives you these clues, because what's real is what happened in houses, in homes, the connection of authentic fellowship.
Yes.
Here's a litmus test that I like to share. I was thinking about this before the broadcast today. How do you know you're actually part of the assembly? Would the Bible exist if it were counting on you back in the first century? Your doctrine, your behavior.
By yourself? Would
the scriptures exist? In other words, if your pattern of life, okay, so this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that let's how would you know, okay, that you're in the assembly? Well, let's look at your pattern of life, and if your pattern of life would not ensure you taking responsibility to make sure that 2,000 years later we would have the scriptures.
Exactly.
If that's not you, you were not saved. You're not part of the household of faith. You never got grafted in. You didn't join the assembly, because every single joint supplied to make sure that we got this 2,000 years later. That's how they knew they were part of the assembly, is because every joint supplies. Paul wrote it in Ephesians 4 very clearly, where every joint supplieth. So what if you're not even involved? What if you're like standing on the outside just going, oh man, you guys are awesome, man. I once had a guy join our group, and I said, oh, did you join Remnant House? He goes, no, I don't want to join Remnant House. I just love how much love you guys all have, and I just wanted to be around it. What? What? I was just thrown by that. Like, No,
Yes.
I love the love. I love your family. I love it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to. I don't want to join it.
Friends with benefits. Yes.
I just wanted to come near
Right.
because I like you people. Wow.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
I was a bit speechless. I don't blame you, man. I was like, what do I do with that?
What do you do with that?
What do we do with that? That's evangelism, is to say, hey, you can join the family.
Yes.
Did you know that you could join the family? You don't have to stand on the outside just like this.
Mm-hmm. Like window shopping.
Yes. Like the
Yes.
puppy in the window.
Yes.
I want to go home with you guys.
Yeah.
You can come home with us.
Uh-huh.
But we see, here's the thing, is we're forever people. Come on. Someone.
Yes. Not temporary. Not temporal. Not devilish. Come on.
So how many people are out there, right? They got the gospel. They are what they think is the gospel. They got, David, help me with this one. Here's a question. You ready? Write this down. It's going to be a quiz, a tongue twister. So hang on. Here we go. This is a tough one. Hope you guys are back there writing this. This is a tough question. Okay, ready? The person goes to a meeting, or they heard somebody on the radio or TV. Radio, they don't even do that anymore. The internet, whatever. And their phone, and they get saved, man. They come into Mashiach. They're like, you know what? I want to, participate. I want to join.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so they pray the prayer that the guy on the radio, or not the radio, the broadcast told them to pray or whatever. Okay. And they get this whole process, and now they're sitting there. Now what? Now, where is the connection? Watch this now, to the vine.
Yes.
Where's the grafting in? Is it on social media? Is that what it is? I got to run over to social media and post a bunch of memes?
Nope.
Where does the grafting in actually occur? There's got to be, you were by yourself, you got saved, and he added you to the assembly, which is other people who also got saved. And now you're connecting in the assembly.
Yeah.
There's no other place to graft in. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find, where else would you graft in to the household of faith? Where would you do this? In your head?
No.
In your head?
No.
In your head? We did it in our head. We just
Nope.
did it in our head.
Nope. The Ruach would have already been doing work in you to get you to that place where you recognize that you need the assembly. In order
Without
to
your
be,
brethren, you ain't going nowhere.
you ain't going nowhere. That's correct.
You ain't going to do
That's
nothing.
correct.
We'll look at you in 5 years, and how many will you have gotten saved? 0. How many people will you have shared the gospel with? None. How many people will you have impacted? Practically none. You probably went right back to sleep, went to work at Babylon, and nobody barely even knew you went to that Billy Graham crusade or whatever. Why? Because there was no lasting impact.
No, there was no authenticity.
Without the transition into the assembly, without connectivity with your brethren, you will not last. You will not endure.
No,
you will fade away.
You will not endure by yourself. Let's just get that out there right now. Let's just hammer that point. You are not going to get there by yourself. You need your brothers. You need your sisters.
That's why the gospel has to be a family message, that you're getting a family.
That's correct.
There's no other message that you could be out there preaching. You cannot be preaching a philosophy. It doesn't work, because he adds to the assembly such as should be saved. So the philosophy doesn't work.
And unless he draws them, they cannot come. Let's just keep that real.
Why do people avoid this element of the gospel message? Answer me this question.
Entitlement is probably the best way I can describe it.
Maybe that's
they feel entitled. They feel entitled that everybody should be able to go to heaven.
Oh, well, that's not true. So let's just go ahead and kill that
true.
notion right now. If you read your scriptures and you honestly review, you can see without me doing a Bible study. I'm not trying to do a Bible study today, guys. But without doing a Bible study, it's very simple that those who keep his commandments get access. Those who don't. So clearly there's a demarcation.
Obedience is the key.
We see in Matthew 25 that he demarcates between those who did something with the talent he gave them and those who did not. So he definitely does not reward them the same. He himself says the road is narrow and difficult, and that few would find it.
Yes.
So it's really illogical for people to think. I don't think I have to answer this much. I'm just going to say to the person who thinks everybody should just get in, there's no scriptural basis for that.
Right.
The notion that it's universal denotes that there's no point in judgment, and that there is no point in anyone ever in eternity past ever experiencing a judgment either. Right. So he's going to have to apologize.
Right.
You're on that thinking to Sodom and Gomorrah. There will be no apologies issued. So clearly we have a misunderstanding or disconnect there.
Sure.
And my question is, what gospel could you be preached that doesn't include the grafting in that is the fellowship meaning partnership of the ministry that he has established? I don't know how
it doesn't exist.
I don't believe it does.
Nope.
That's like saying you're married without a wife or without a husband. You're gonna have a hard time convincing me of that. You at least got to show me a picture, man.
Yes.
Somebody's got to vouch for you, man. You can't tell me you're in covenant with nobody there vouching for you.
Yes, that's like all these relationships where they dip their toe in the water, so to speak. Everybody knows what I mean by that. Okay, I don't have to spell it out. It's the same. It's the same logic. It's the same mental process that hey, I can just dip my toe in here and violate everything that Yahuwah stands for, and then want your marriage to be blessed.
So now once you come into the assembly, he says he gives to every man. Watch this now, because he's not writing this to the world. He wrote it to the Roman assembly. And he said that he gives to every man a measure of faith, which is a word. So a word, because faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word. What he means is that everybody's going to get a word from him, which means everybody has a purpose and a reason for existence, right? The reason why it has to be in the assembly is because it's forever.
Yes. Covenant. Yes.
It's a covenant place.
Yes.
All right. So you're not going to get a word that's a temporary word or a temporal word or a devilish sensual word, right? If you do, you're getting it from some other spirit. And if you're double-minded, in other words, you don't know where you belong. You're still trying to figure it out. You're not receiving anything according to the scripture. So anybody that says you are, they're lying to you, because he said a double-minded man will receive nothing. So if you're getting something in your double-minded state, you ain't getting it from Yahuwah. You need to be single-minded. Your devotion is what expands excellence. I'm going to say that again, because somebody that in the back of the internet.
Come on, say it again.
Your devotion that expands excellence. So when you are devoted, wherever it is, whether it's devoted in a marriage, right? There's a covenant marriage. There's a devotion. Devoted in a friendship. Well, there's devotion. Devoted in a fellowship. Well, there's devotion. Wherever you see that, that's where the excellence will be. There, Yahuwah commands the Berakah, where brethren dwell together in unity, right? Which is his intention, clearly by the assembly. So what gospel could you be possibly believing is going to get you through those pearly gates without the assembly?
Right.
My mind is a little blown.
Definitely not the traditions of man.
Assembly,
Yes.
The fake assembly, the Facebook assembly. Like I'm sitting there going, you're not connected with anybody there.
Mm-hmm.
That's like fake job references or something. Hey, tell him I work for you.
Right.
Hey, a guy's gonna call. Tell him I was with you. What are you, a bunch of criminals over here hanging out?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now I'll tell you what I think it is. I think it's accountability.
Absolutely. That's what they run
I think
from.
It's accountability. I think the fact that assembly isn't going to let you get away with pretending.
That's correct.
In an assembly where your friends know you, you can't change your profile every year or two, wipe them all clean, and show up as a brand new face going, hey, I'm restarting my life, because they all know your last things.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't run away from things that you do so easily, which means your conscience will work. Because when you think you can just wipe clean and start a new profile and start a new life like no problem, guess what you do to the previous people?
Yeah.
Nobody's ever left a group better than they found them with that mentality.
That's correct.
Amen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And these are the people that are out there pretending that they're believers, right? They're believers in Mashiach with no connectivity, with no family. Now, I ask the question again. It's very simple. If the gospel 2,000 years ago were counting on you, would I have a copy today? And if you aren't connected, you're not supporting, you're not standing, you're not building, you're not helping, you're just a spectator, the answer is no. You would have just been on the sidelines, like you are now, and you're not in.
Sure.
That's simple. I mean, I'm not being mean about it. I'm just saying that's his assembly. Those are the people that make sure. Why? Because it's in them. They're permanent. They're forever.
Right.
They're not Cain vagabonds. Oh, David, come on, man.
Right.
The scripture says Cain was a vagabond.
Mm-hmm.
You know what a vagabond is, guys? Somebody that the Rolling Stone that carries no moss, or gathers no moss. He's I'm a
rolling stone.
I just gotta keep on moving, man. Yeah. Can't put down no roots anywhere. You're just a dead branch, is all you are, being blown by the wind.
Sure.
That's not scary. Something to emulate.
That's a scary proposition, man.
The one that he tells you to emulate. Watch the difference here. Do you guys, if you just look at the scripture, you'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to see this picture. He doesn't. You can't get past 3 verses of the book of Psalms. You ain't singing no songs till you get these 3 verses.
Mm-hmm.
Baruch is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the way of the sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the Torah of Yahuwah, and on this Torah that he meditate day and night. He is not going to be a vagabond.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be here today, gone tomorrow. This one's not going to be somebody you can't count on. No. This is not what you're going to see. Let me tell you what you're going to see when somebody gets the Ruach of Yahuwah in them. He shall be like a tree. What? A tree. How much running around does a tree do? Okay. A tree, what? Planted. Oh, there's a word for you. Planted. Settled, established, perfected, right? Settled, established, perfected. Yes. He said, planted.
Deep
where?
Roots.
Where's he going to plant you? Just anywhere? Some no place? Some any place? Just no place? No. By the rivers of water. Why? So fresh water is going by all the time. Why? That sounds like fivefold to me. Sounds like people are refreshing to me. Sounds like you're getting a constant refreshing to me. So you're planted by rivers of water. Oh, my goodness gracious. What's going to happen to this one? This is a different tree, not like the other ones.
Yes.
This one will bring forth fruit in its season. Leaf will not wither, and whatsoever he doeth will prosper. How come? Well, he's planted by rivers of water. Man, so you should be too. Oh, my gosh. Why aren't you? You should be planted.
Planted.
Stationary.
Yes, with deep roots.
Come on.
With deep roots.
Park the badushka deeply in the chair.
Yeah.
It's true though. We get
It
too
is
much
true.
transience. You can't grow. You can't develop,
No.
and you can't have any accountability. And accountability is where the iron sharpens the iron. So what we saw with people that were coming under scrutiny for their accountability, when they were starting to see, they checking on me, they made for the door and threw stuff over their shoulder as they left.
Mm-hmm.
Try to throw shade on whoever's going to talk to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of you have experienced this. You're about to bring accountability to somebody. Say, hey, excuse me a minute. What can I just ask you? And then, gotta go.
Yeah. Seen it all too many times.
Gotta go. I don't need this job anyway.
Yeah, you guys were just a bunch of dictators anyway.
I don't want this job anyhow.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. I was just going to ask you what you were doing on the job yesterday. Yeah, but you know what? I don't even like this job. But it's true. And what are we counting? We're counting fake. This is what you want to avoid, folks. Mm-hmm. It's not real. They're not really saved, or they're fake. They're like hucksters selling you juice on the way somewhere or something. They put up a stand on the side of the road. That's what they are. Mm-hmm. And they put his name on it. It's crazy what I see, but I'm telling you, this is exactly what it is. And they pull you aside. They make you feel like it's fellowship. And then you notice that any fundraising is for an individual.
Come on. Dead giveaway right there. Dead giveaway.
Kaboom. Can you help me with my situation? And you're done right there.
You're done right there. You're like,
now you know. Oh, this whole thing was a ruse. Wow. See, the assembly, we don't function like that. Amen. We function as a team, do things as a team, as a family, as a unit.
Amen.
Right? As a unit. And that's a very different look. There's no way to confuse the two.
Let me say this. If it wasn't for this guy right here, I would not be here today. So let's be clear on how the assembly that had and how that works. You kept somebody from basically drifting off into oblivion because they were so consumed with self, that they were drawn up and getting ready to blow away. And then Yahuwah comes and breathes life again and says, hold on a second, I ain't done with you yet. So that is the importance of the assembly.
Yeah.
Okay. That is the, when somebody calls you to accountability, and instead of you just sloughing it off, you say, yes, sir. Yeah. You know what? You're right.
And the real assembly goes with you.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're just telling you, how the world gives you advice and then walks off. How many love that? Don't you just love that? Come on. You guys know you love it when they give you advice and then walk off on you. And you're like, thanks for the advice. And you feel all super lonely and stupid and small.
Yeah.
Like, I'm dumb. You're smart. Yeah. I'm dumb. Thanks.
Instead of, hey, let me show you.
Right. That's my point. They obviously have a command of the situation.
Right.
And instead of helping you, they say something smug, like,
I'll pray for you.
You should just do this and should do that, but I'll pray for you or whatever.
Yeah.
No fellowship.
No.
So that right there, come on, guys. What you're seeing right there when you experience that. Temporal. How many of you have ever had somebody that they know the paperwork, they know how to get this done, right? Or they're a mechanic, they know how to fix this car, okay? Or they're a banker and they know how to get you the loan. They know how, and they're just like, oh, good luck, man.
Yeah. Completely so. That is so self-centered.
Have you ever seen that? Okay. This is what no fellowship looks like. How many of you are so tired of people looking at you like you don't even exist? How many have felt that? Okay. Where you're standing in a store and they literally look right through you. Like you're not even there. You don't even matter. You're a number.
Yeah. Yeah. Not even a smile, nothing.
Are we so used to that we don't know what the fellowship is?
There's that. It's not an excuse, but it is something that people are coming out of. That cold, dark, could care less about you unless you got something for me.
Come on.
That with them. What's in it for me?
Now, I'll tell you what's in it for you. Because the scripture tells us, this is what I was trying to start. So, David, how are you going to unpack a gift given by forever? Because he is forever. How are you going to unpack this gift in a temporal place?
No. It gets unpacked in the assembly.
So you will never know your purpose.
That is true. 100%.
You will have to go give an accounting for a purpose that you never fulfilled because you never were in the assembly. You never joined with your brethren in any capacity. Yes. You did it temporarily, short moments, a moment here, a moment there, instead of a lifestyle.
Yeah, that's not connected to the vine. That is not connected to the vine.
Not only were your gifts not available to them, watch this now.
Come on.
This is where you shortchanged yourself. Okay. Not only were your gifts not available to them, which is why you had your stingy arms crossed.
Right.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm smacking the stingy guy out there.
Come on. Rip that Band-Aid off.
Mr. Stingy. Okay. Mr. Stingy. You're going to hell. Okay. I don't know what it is you're thinking you smell, but it's not a barbecue. Okay. Okay, Mr. Stingy is not the kingdom.
No.
All right. I'm sorry, but that's not the kingdom. We flow like a river.
Yes.
Like a river. We do not hold things the same way the world does. It doesn't mean that we are without. It doesn't mean that we are poor. It doesn't mean that we live destitute. You know, he said he does not see the righteous forsaken nor seed begging bread. But what it means is that we are not attached to these things, right?
Yes.
So how are you going to discover your gift, which is far more valuable and far more important? Your purpose, the reason why you block sun on earth. How are you going to find that out, which is a forever thing? When you haven't stepped into forever, not once, no, not once.
Not going to happen. Nope.
You'll go your whole life not knowing why you even lived.
That is correct. I've seen it too
many
times.
You will go your whole life not even knowing why you were born.
Come on now.
Without purpose. What a sad existence.
Yes.
So when we talk about the gospel, we're not just talking about forgiveness of sins you shouldn't have even committed.
Mm-mm.
Getting out of traffic tickets that you shouldn't be getting. We're talking about moving you out of the kingdom of I don't know nothing to the kingdom of his dear son where you know everything.
Where there is life. Life.
Going from I am by myself in this jail cell to I am free with my brethren. The price of your freedom, I know, oy vey, is you're going to have to say thank you to somebody. See if you can handle it. I hope you can deal with it. You're going to have to actually be grateful. Oh, Jay. Oy vey.
And humble.
And humble. Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
Can you handle it? Can you handle it?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to be nice. Gee whiz, I got to be nice. Yes, you got to be nice.
You got to praise your brethren. Oh, yeah.
You got to be kind one to another.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know if you can handle this. This might be too much for you. I don't know. Heaven might be an overwhelming experience. I don't know. You might need some practice here on earth.
Yes.
Maybe we need an assembly so you can practice on earth before you go to heaven. What do you think?
You think maybe this is a rehearsal?
Let's see if you can be faithful. Let's make sure you're not going to follow Lucifer.
Come on.
Right. Let's make sure you're not going to follow the devil. Let's see if you can be faithful. Okay. I'm going to put a tree in your garden. Don't eat it. What? Yeah, I'm going to put a tree in your garden. Don't eat it. No. We're past that, right? Are we past that? No, he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. I'm going to put a tree in your garden and tell you not to eat it.
Yeah.
What? Wait, what do you mean I got a tree in my garden? Yeah, every time you get anything that gets put in your hands, anytime that he allows you to receive, anytime that he pours barakah upon you, he's putting 2 trees in your garden, and he's going to see which ones you touch and which ones you don't.
Oof.
Every single time, every single one of you, every person on earth, there's no way around it. Everybody's got to deal with 2 trees.
Come on.
Everybody. There's one you're not supposed to touch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
How you handling that one?
Yep.
How you handling that? How you handling that? How you handling your business? Because there are people who are handling it. Yes. So what the people who are handling it prove is it can be done.
Absolutely.
And then that says to the people who don't bother that you just didn't bother. See, it's one thing if nobody does it, right? And then you can say, well, nobody could do it. But when you got thousands of people being found faithful,
come on.
I said, when you got people who start with nothing. Okay, I discovered this, by the way. Sometimes you got to bring your nose to the dirt. I discovered this when I was on welfare. David, you remember. Okay, this was back in the early 90s, man, when I first went into the work of the ministry. And I was on assistance. Some of you just got the assistants just got caught off. Everybody's figuring out, man, that was temporary. Okay. Okay.
Right.
No, I'm not even kidding, guys. And I had to take a cart so I could put my giving. Yeah, because there's 2 trees. Yeah, on that EBT card, 2 trees.
Well,
when I saw this, and it woke me up, and I went, wow, now I know why I'm in the situation I'm in. And I gave my way out. I said I gave my way out. Because I started to believe him and said, oh, I see what you're doing. You keep putting these 2 trees in my garden and seeing which one I touch and which one I make sure I do not touch.
Yes.
And the more I did this, and I'm telling you guys, I've seen people start from prison making $20 a week. $20. Okay, that's it. Man, they understood. There's 2 trees in my garden. $20. There's 2 trees in my garden. Right? Okay. You telling a 15-year-old who just got $40, there's 2 trees in your garden now.
Don't touch what belongs to Yahuwah.
Okay, there's now 2 trees in your garden, and now you got to deal with that. Is that not the gospel?
Absolutely.
Did he not tell you that you cannot serve, that you could not serve one or the other? Did he tell you that? You don't think that's part of the testing and process you need to walk through in this narrow road we're walking? Nah, big deal. Just listen to the Americans. They got it wired, right?
Not.
It's real.
Yes.
And it'd be one thing again if nobody could do it. But when people can do it week in, week out, month in, month out, they're like, I don't mess with that tree.
That's right.
I don't mess with that tree. What are they saying to Yahuwah? He's looking down on earth saying, so there are people who will respect my boundaries.
Come on.
So there are people who aren't looking for excuses.
Whoops.
You mean there's people that are not trying to tell me they can't? That if they fall, they get up 7 times?
Yeah.
If their brother calls, they will stop what they're doing. They got a different gospel.
Yes.
I don't think they got the same gospel, David. Somebody preach something different to these people. What you doing, David? What you doing? You got different gospels out here? You got different Bibles? What's going on? Talk to me, David. Talk to me. Help me understand. Me.
Well, listen, the Torah is written in your heart and in your mind. Okay?
Apparently not everybody.
Apparently not, because, I got told, when I did something similar, bro, people just don't do that anymore. I'm like, dude, that should be like 101.
Exactly.
It should be like 101.
That's how far we went. down this ditch.
Yes.
We didn't one person go into the mud pit. They took a whole country and put them in a pig pen. A whole country, pastors and all. Jeremiah 23, pastors and all.
Yes.
In the pig pen. Yep. Look it and read it for yourself. Woe to the pastors who scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith Yahuwah. Why is he giving them a woe for scattering? And what did he say? You either gather or scatter. You're either gathering or scattering. One or the other.
You're either for me or you're against me. Same principle.
And he's for gathering, clearly.
For sure.
He says to gather or together. He is all about together. Okay. And so where did we get this notion? We didn't get it from him. We got it from someone else who's got millions on their own little private little echo chamber where they're right all the time.
Cherry picking the scriptures. Yes.
I'm always right. I'm always right.
Yeah.
I don't have to listen to anybody.
I know a few of those.
It is about our hearts. And so, bottom line, be found faithful. Where you are, where you live, where you stand. Listen, one of the biggest challenges I feel, and this is my biggest, I think, obstacle that I see in the believer today, is that they consider themselves exempt. Okay? Look, can you show me the exemption coupon that you got? Which book did it come from? Leviticus? Is it hidden in the book of Deuteronomy? This exemption coupon? You're so star-spangled awesome. The rules don't apply to you. It doesn't exist. Such a thing doesn't exist.
That's made up.
The reality is that he calls all of us to the same exact accounting. The Zadok, the Sadiq, get the same 24 hours as the cheater, the liar, the deceiver, the corner cutter, the person who's got a million excuses. They get the same 24 hours. The difference is one doesn't give themselves excuses.
Yes.
The others do.
Yes.
The ones on the narrow road hold themselves to such high accountability that other people holding them accountable is just assistance.
There it is.
They're just
hold themselves accountable.
Exactly.
They don't have to wait and be told. They just
This is why the gospel has to be preached with the assembly as part of the message. Because without that, what you get is an incomplete message that you're good just philosophically believing an idea. But it is through much tribulation. What's that word mean? Thalipsis. Means being hauled between two opinions while you make up your mind what you're going to do.
That's correct.
You're hauled between two opinions while you make up your mind about what you're going to do. That's what thalipsis is. You're still not doing anything while you're sitting there between these two opinions. This is why the prophet Eliyahu says, why halt ye between two opinions? If Baal be God, then go worship him. But if Yahuwah Elohayim is Elohayim, then worship him. You're going to have to make up your mind today. Okay? Which again is what evangelism is all about. You can't tell me that somebody is in an assembly or in a covenant while standing outside the relationship. That's nonsense. Okay? The relationship requires that there be connectivity, there be unity, there be harmony, there be a continuation of purpose, David, right? Whatever it may be. Today, where were you? Well, today you were helping somebody you have a different relationship with, a different covenant relationship with, and they had a problem, and you were taking your time out of your schedule to use your expertise, and I know what that is. Those that know what you do know what it is. And you went to that person's help, and you're there helping them figure out and make a decision. And because they know your love for them,
Yes.
And they know that you are a trustworthy covenant person.
Yes.
Who's going to be there if you give them bad advice to have to eat it and answer for it. So you're not going to give them bad advice because you know you'd have to answer for it, right?
Well, absolutely. Absolutely.
Your
Absolutely.
relationship determines how you interact.
Yeah.
Now, what if it's some guy that you don't even know? That guy just gets paid $300 for a house inspection. What about that guy?
No.
Well, it depends on who's giving them the $300. Yeah, there you go.
I almost became a home inspector, by the way, so I know.
Yeah,
I know that. Yeah, I would have. It would have been a different story. I would have treated them the same way I would have treated my brother in the assembly.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that's
and it's not about amount, by the way. You know, yes. I've seen people, like I said, I started with a card, one of those EBT cards.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2 cards, one cart in front of the other, with food in the front that we had to play ding dong ditch with that pile.
Right.
You can't take that away.
No.
Give your way out of it.
Right.
Hey, covenant your way. Covenant is always the way. You break that, you'll be sorry you did.
Yes. Yes.
You know, you'll be sorry you did. And that's what repentance is about, is making sure that you do not break that which cannot be then repaired.
Yes. Yes.
Amen. And so this is where I believe a lot of people, unfortunately, have gotten the wrong message. And David, you tell them, because you get them in the water, which is the predecessing move, if you will, what do you say that? The preceding move.
Preceding move
needed for their entry into the assembly.
Absolutely.
So you definitely make sure that they're assembly ready when you're done with them.
Right.
You're like, hey, I'm going to get you in the water, get you prayed for, get you assembly ready. You're ready for him to add to the assembly. So your prayer should be go home and ask him to put you where you belong.
Yes. Yes.
Because what you're getting is not a philosophy. It's a family. Come on, help me, David.
Listen, man, there have been people that I have said to them, and I believe that if you don't know what your gift is, one thing I know you can do is pray. So why don't you start in intercession, intercessory prayer? You'd be surprised how many people would say, I'm called to something greater than that. And I'm like, hold on a second. There's nothing greater than a heart that wars and intercesses for his brethren. None.
Your prayer life is always showing. Always.
Listen. Yeah.
I heard somebody say that, 20 something years ago. They said, your prayer life is showing. I was like, that is always true. That is always true. You can always tell the people that are spending time with him versus spending time with their own philosophy.
Come on.
With their own justifications, with their own rationalization. You can always tell.
Excuses, all that. Yes.
Right. Versus those that are holding themselves accountable, such that an assembly, that's just help. That's just help.
That's like icing on the cake. That's like a little cherry on the top.
Man, more people to hold me accountable. Yes, I'm going to get really fast. I'm going to move really quick now.
I'm going to get
a lot of help now. I'm going to get good at this. Right. You're happy to get the help when you are a true believer.
Sure.
Right. You're happy to get the feedback. You don't care how bad it is. It's only when you're faking it.
Come on.
When you're faking it, the last thing you want is somebody to say, we can see right through this.
Right.
And you don't want to hear that. You want to hear everything's great.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're authentic, you don't care. You're like, I don't care what's fake. Show me, tell me, get it clear out. Let's get this out of here. Let's go.
Let's tackle this and let's move on. Right. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But it's only that heart that's going to be able to receive that humble heart that says, yes, Father, I hear you speaking through this person right now. I can hear it. And there's also times when you can hear it when it's not from him. So you're like, okay, all right. So
I got some additional things I want to share with you guys when we come back. Give us a couple of minutes. We're going to come right back, and we're going to share some additional things I think will be really encouraging to all of you that are now looking for new ways to connect with other people. You're going to find that the remnant have been busy putting things together to help you achieve, well, just that. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
The world is changing fast. Bible prophecy is happening all around us as we near the end of this age. Join the remnant as we gather each week for the weekly news update with Peter Michael Martinez. This weekly update covers world events, trends, and more that portend the coming of the King of Kings. Join us on Monday evenings at 5 p.m. West Coast time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. on the East, right here on the Remnant House channel.
Believers in Messiah across the earth are awakening and searching the scriptures like never before in our modern era. Our adversary has gone to war against the remnant with polluted Bibles meant to sow tares among the wheat, as Messiah warned. If you're coming out of dusty dogma and seducers waxing worse and worse, you need your sword. Introducing the RSTNE's latest edition of the Restored Name Scriptures that will energize your walk as the Scriptures open to you in brand new ways. Unlike other restored name translations based generally on the perverted King James Masoretic text, the RSTNE stands alone in academic achievement, searching the more reliable Septuagint, the Dead Sea Scrolls, and other important texts often overlooked by other translations. To date, the RSTNE scriptures represent the most comprehensive translation effort from the original language to English while maintaining the set-apart name. We strongly urge you to go over to rstne.com and get your hardcover copy today. And while you're there, let me recommend The Complete Restoration of Our People, Israel, by Sholiak Konakowski. This writing represents over 30 years of intense research proving that the 12 tribes of Yasharel are being regathered in our lifetime by the Son, Messiah, Yahusha. Get on over to rstne.com and get your copy today.
And we're back. And folks, I want to just encourage you in this regard. We talked a little bit about this last week, David. We mentioned, generosity evangelism, right?
Yes.
And helping people understand that the gifts are in the body that are really meant to help them. Isn't that true? Isn't that what the body's meant to be? Is basically your go-to for whatever battles you're facing.
Propping each other up and holding each other up and saying, we're going to do this together. We're not going to try to do this alone. We're going to do this together. It's such a power. And generosity evangelism is one of those. It's a very important and very powerful way to show people that you really too love them and want to help them. Powerful.
I agree. I can't agree more. I think that it's one thing to talk about it. It's another thing to produce solutions for people, right? And that's something, like I said, that we got interrupted from doing. We're in the process of producing solutions. And we've got lots of things that we're going to be sharing and putting out there to help folks. One of them that I wanted to share here real quick is Strong's Dictionary. Is something that David and I were battling on this one, man. We were going back and forth for a minute. Remember that, David? Come on, just a few days ago.
Man, hours
and hours on this. Okay, well, I can put it like that so we can stay here. But yeah, Strong'sDictionary.com. It's a biggie because it allows you to do the searching, for whatever, a scripture passage or what have you. That's great, and it pulls it up. That's no big deal. But look at this; it gives you the parallel in the Ristine. And that's what's beautiful about this tool, because it gives you an instant parallel with the best translation on earth, as far as I'm concerned. And so you're able to look at that. And I just think that's a really, really cool thing that Remnant House was a part of, David, that we got to do. as
Yes.
part of a team effort. There's no monetary incentive for that. There's no big money in this. There's no big bang in there, but we knew that it was a critical tool that would be helpful not only in terms of the parallel, but also
Yes.
some of the other tools as well.
Yes.
Especially the searching of the Strong's dictionary, which, by the way, required critical review. So this has turned out to be an awesome tool set. We just used it on the last Shabbat broadcast.
Saw that.
We're not done. We're going to tweak it still. We are probably going to find a few things here and there that aren't 100%. Well, let us know. Shoot us a note, and we'll do better.
We do have a team working on it right now.
That's what we do. Okay. And that team is extraordinary.
Yes.
We're breaking the rules here, man. We're breaking the rules.
Yeah. Breaking the mold.
We're breaking the molds here, man.
Of the old.
So thank you to those of you who give and stand with this house and are part of the mission. It's things like this that happen as a result, right? It's because of you that we now have strongsdictionary.com. By the way, not just .com, .org, .io.
Yeah. Covered all our bases.
Covered a few bases. But the point was to make sure that it was out there and that people could start to get the understanding that they had been manipulated, that these things had been manipulated and intentionally so. The one scripture that comes to mind is having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. And you look at that in the Racine. This is, by the way, guys, one of the scriptures that flat told me, oh boy, we are in big trouble, because it said having a form of Sabbath-keeping pious lifestyle,
but denying the power thereof.
of such turning away. And it's like, whoa. Time out. First of all, you just redefined godliness.
Come on.
Because that was a generic, don't
very
even know
generic
what you're
term.
talking
Yes.
about. To a
Just like the word God,
like,
it's the same thing. It's a very generic term.
So we can't live on generic, man. Okay, the generic would get us killed. Yeah. All right, that's not going to work. And so what we needed clarity, and I'm so grateful for the Racine. And by the way, there is a link here you can use. I don't know if we got any kind of connection there, other than we're just sending you over. So there probably should be an affiliate link on there. We should get an affiliate link on there, David.
That's coming.
We don't. We should, but we don't.
Maybe in the future.
But we should. Because technically we should. He made it a program for that. He has a whole Racine affiliate program, by the way.
Yes.
So those of you that want to promote the Racine, you can do so as an affiliate for the Racine. I mean, I think that's wonderful. He's helping. He's letting you participate in it. He just wants it out there. So I think that's fantastic. So get on over and pick that up. Yes. And of course, we are working on a few other things that are coming out very quickly. And so, I'll leave you with this. I will let you know that there are tools that are coming to aid in this battle. One of those tools is meant to arrest poverty. And I look forward, I think next week we'll talk about this. Next week, I think we'll be ready to have that conversation, David. I'm excited. What about you?
Excited? I'm super excited.
So if you couldn't be more excited that need some help, that are at the bottom, and I'm talking bottom here, folks. I'm talking about you're at zero, man. Goose egg, you're looking at goose eggs right now, okay? Because we had to figure out ways to solve that problem. If you can solve it at the goose egg level, right? And you can help people come up out of the goose eggs, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then, come on, man. You ain't such a bad guy. You got some things going that's going in the positive right direction. Sure. Well, we came up with, by the grace of the King, some tools that will help you from literally goose eggs and bring you up, because you're not supposed to be down there, guys. I said you're not supposed to be down there.
You're supposed to be the head and not the tail.
And some of you going, but Peter, I didn't help you. Yeah, I know. But Peter, I didn't covenant with you. Yeah, you didn't. And I wasn't there to help you out. No, you weren't. Let's go ahead and keep that real. You weren't there. And you didn't help. But there was a remnant.
Come on.
There was a remnant that said, I see what you're doing.
Forward thinking.
I see where you're going with this. And I'm in. And it's because of that small number, very small, who saw past the natural and said, uh-oh, something big this way comes. That's why we got some of the things to share with you that we do. Because some people had courage. Now, maybe you're not one of those people. Maybe you were one of those sideline huggers. Maybe you were a sideline hugger. Okay? I still love you. Because maybe this is your time. Maybe you're not a phase 1 person. You needed to see something. I said, you need to see something first. I got you. I feel you. I understand you. Here comes your moment. Phase 2. Because we finna show you something. Now, there was a song my brother used to sing. Now, some of you might not like it because he was a strange cat. He was. My brother was a strange cat. My brother Stephen was a strange cat.
Yes, we loved him.
He was my brother, and he
That's
loved
right.
me, and I loved him. And he used to sing about his brother Peter, "How You Like Me Now." So, folks, we're going to end the broadcast right here. And we're going to let you know that there's some great things coming. Oh, we have the Alliance Remnant Ministries meeting coming up.
Yes.
The first day of the 9th month. So that is going to be
9/16.
9/16, 11/16.
11/16 for
11/16.
For the Gregorian. Yes.
Yes. I always get them confused. First day of the 9th month. That's easy. I got to go over to the Gregorian and figure it out. So we got some cool things heading your way from the House of the Strong and the Very Courageous. And I want to say right now ahead of time how proud I am of all the team, everybody that's here physically. That's part of what we do on a weekly basis. And we do it all together. And we wouldn't make it if it weren't for all of you. So thank you to those of you who do take the time to say, no. This is my house.
My house.
This is my house. So thank
The
you to
home of
those
the strong.
of you who do, because you make the difference. You make it work. And that's why we're fitting to say, how you like me now.